just make sure it's kosher. Lean on me like Bill Withers until you smell the roses.
What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscribe or die trying. You see the thumbnail. My apologies. When black men play the business game. So I'm watching the movie I Am Charlie Walker starring Michael Coulter, a.k.a. for y'all who don't know who that is, Luke Cage. So, dope movie. It was about, was it 61 or 71? I forget which year. There was an oil spill in the bay, and Charlie Walker was he became a truck driver. And so he was trying to get a bid for his truck, but because of, racism, the man holding him back, they kept trying to deny him opportunities. But with this oil rig, with this oil spill, all the truck drivers came and they was all getting contracts, making money, blah, blah, blah. But there was a particular place that nobody wanted to go. No trucker wanted to go. I ain't going there. And because of that, Charlie Walker got the bid, even reluctantly then, because they still didn't want to give it to him. But from a little fortune, a little good luck, that bid wound up being a springboard into wealth or riches. So here's the thing. When black men get into business, you have to be 2, 3, 4 steps ahead. So when he got this contract, this bid or whatever, my dog tore my hand up. When he got this contract, this bid, I'm gonna tell you what happened. He started making sure they couldn't sabotage it right off the gate. He used the news. He used the people in the area. He used his ingenuity, to be slick enough to be 1, 2, 3, 4 steps ahead of the oil company. Now, at the same time, how can I say this properly? He got the job done. And he made sure to be on top of the like I said, the news, the media game. So when he was getting it done and getting it better and getting it better and getting it better, his face was all over it. So they couldn't just slide a white guy in at a particular point. Caveat. Because he was a black man, the opportunity of sex was used, and sex was used to get him hopefully to sabotage himself. But you know what he didn't do? Let the opportunity of sex ruin the money. He didn't take the bait, which some of those women gained their respect and their loyalty. Now, interestingly enough, same thing with drugs too. Interestingly enough, the vices that they figured that a black man would have to ruin him in business are the vices that all the white guys had. So guess what he did? He used their vices against them. But he already knew how the story would end. He played it out to the end in the beginning because he knew once he got into a certain space, they was going to chuck him to the side and get rid of him. But that's why he made himself the face of it from the beginning, because you can't just pop up with a new guy at the last minute and say, hey, look at what those great white people did. And it's like, where's the black guy that cleaned up everything? He was already ahead of that. Now, on top of that, he knew they was going to try to X him out financially too. So they were going to pay him peanuts compared to what they paid everybody else. And he in thinking that he was a black man, he wouldn't know was the interesting part. And the irony of that was, for the job that he had and the job that he took, he was actually more efficient, got more done, and used less money. And somebody let it slip right in front of him. They were like, shh, 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 shh. Don't say that, don't say that. So that was another interesting part, right? So they was going. So he helped them. He was winning. He did a great job, but they still was gonna screw him, even though it cost him less money to do it. Now, if you ever watch the movie The Banker, you see the same type of thing going on. There's a bunch of actual black business movies with this type of thing going on. I remember when they had the black man who was the CEO of American Express on a documentary once. He said, why black people excel at sports in America is because everybody knows the rules. Why black people don't basically excel at business is because the rules always change when we start winning the game. So at the end of the day, when black men, are playing the business game, you have to account for the fact that these people don't like you, they never will, and they're going to try to screw you at every corner, just because they want you to stay in your place. Now, the irony of this was, at the end, there was a scene with him and one of the guys who he really liked. That was a white guy that would try to put him on, but he was an upfront guy. He was like, I know they brought you here to replace me, but because you don't want me showing y'all up of y'all gross incompetence. Because the other white guys who was truckers were just messing up terribly. They weren't getting anything done. So it's very interesting. And it shows the relationship with even black and white people, where you got the bourgeoisie proletariat thing too, where, you can work with certain white people, you can't work with others. Oh yeah, there's another part where working for a black man, he has to be on your neck sometimes because you might be lazy because you're working for a black guy and you do something you wouldn't do elsewhere. And that happened also. And he had to fire a guy because of that. But I'm done. Tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe, or die trying. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace.